get that money, secure that bag, ayy. Boss up, get that money, secure that bag, ayy. Boss up, boss up, boss up, get that money. She a queen and they love her cause she got her own place, own car, she let go. Hey, loves. Y'all know what it is. It's your girl, Shay Shay. From Simply Magnolias and Honey. Yes, y'all, I'm just a southern girl. Yes, living life like it's golden. No matter how thick and sticky life gets, remember it is still what? Golden. Merry Christmas. Alright, cool. Enough of the Merry Christmas filter. But yes, let me turn my car off real quick. Yes, y'all, today is December 24th, also known as Christmas Eve. And the malls is packed. Folk spending money that they don't got. Buying for folk they never gonna see till next year. And the year after that. Maybe for Easter. And yeah. And I'm out here just chilling and doing my own thing. You know how it is. Y'all know how it is. But anywho, the sun is out. Not really. But the sun. Oh, I thought I just saw something over it. But, the sun been playing tricks on everybody lately. So, but anywho. Alright. Today is December 24th. Just a regular day for me. I just wanted to come on here and just say how amazing God is. And I just want to reiterate to you all, this is not bragging rights. This is not no old pick-me type mess. It's none of that. But what it is the simple fact that when you genuinely do something for others, it will come back to you tenfold. And yesterday, I had a moment. I did. But it was a joyous moment. I had to put on my little preacher voice. And yes, it's an amazing day. And God is good. So let me stop. Okay, so last week, I was doing a lot of soul searching within myself. And all the visions and dreams and goals and things like that I have been privy to kind of look at and see and visualize and all of that. And yesterday was the new moon in Capricorn, basically stating that that is the day of, especially yesterday and today are the days of manifestations and things like that. And you seeking alignment with God and just making sure you're on the right path, and everything that you want and desire in this life is all within the will of what He wants you to do, right? Okay. So with all of that being said, I was seeing 999 a lot that past previous week. And 999 always stresses the fact that closing out cycles in your life, removing things that no longer serve you, stop hanging on to folk, no substance folk that don't have really much going on. They always complaining, always got a story. Every time you tell them about doing anything and everything, they basically like a little parasitic leech, having to just, and then some people you just outgrow. I mean, you just do, right? Nothing wrong with it at all. So don't let somebody make you feel bad or try to manipulate you to making you feel like, oh, well, since y'all not friends no more, that now all of a sudden it's a bad thing. Well, it's a bad thing if, they played their purpose. So they acted out what their purpose was supposed to do for you in your life, and you became aware of that. You became aware of that. Okay, moving on. Now, closing out cycles could even mean materialistic things. Clothes. Look through your closet for once. Look through, when you're going on this journey, a lot you tend to outgrow a lot of things. You tend to outgrow areas. You tend to outgrow geographical locations. You tend to outgrow your house, especially, if y'all done got married, or you done moved in a couple folks, to save on rent, you got popped out a few chairs. Or, you might have to outgrow your space. You might have to uproot yourself and go somewhere else. You may have to get a bigger vehicle. You might have to give that one away. There's a lot of things. Closing out cycles even mean your own mindset. During this journey, there should have been a paradigm shift that's happened. All in the way that you even think. You should not be thinking the same way that you did last month. God says, die to yourself daily, because you are surrounded by different energies and spirits all day long. And sometimes you don't even realize when them jokers is laying dormant in you until next it happens to just pop out one day, and you like, what the word did that come from? Then spirit will remind you, remember this day you hung around this, or you went to this place, or you did, you wore somebody else's clothes, or whatever the case is, right? Energies was transferred. Spirits, were transferred at that time. You slept with somebody, and you all of a sudden started noticing, they were like, why am I acting like this? Why? I've never been attracted to this. Well, it's because that very reason. So even closing out cycles within your mindset, your own thought process, the foods that you eat. Sometimes you just be sitting there like this. You could be eating a bucket of chicken from KFC, Popeyes, or whatever, and all of a sudden you get this thought like, this stuff nasty. Like, I don't know, you just your body is starting to morph and you're starting to go through your metamorphosis in the transformation process of changing into the being in which you were meant to be, right? Closing out cycles. Yes. Okay. So last week or so, I was just chilling on my bed, what I'm talking about. And I was in my thoughts, talking to myself, Shay, I know how Shay do. Stop playing. So I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden, God revealed to me, give your car away. I said, Spirit, come again. I said, who? What? Spirit said, ain't no owls in here. What you talking about? Some who? You? Hey. Shoot. And I'm like, what you mean, give my car away? He said, Shay, listen. For when you done outgrown this car. This is the first car that you got on your own. No credit check, no background. I mean, no like loans and nothing like that. You paid this joker outright within 2 years. Well, a year and a half or so. So that was like a test run for you. You've outgrown that. You've become more responsible now, right? So you got more children now. I know this will be your little car that you want to just, okay, look, I don't want nobody else beside me. It's just me and Lily, and keep it moving, right? So Spirit say, where I'm about to take you, girl, Lily can't go with you. Because my license plate say Elysion, my company name. So I'm like, Lily, Spirit say, Lily can't go with you. So why are you still holding on to yesteryear? It's time, and a new year finna be here in less than a week or so. Why are you still holding on to it? Let it go. Because where I'm about to take you, darling, my daughter, you gonna forget about little Lily. It's time to let it go. Let somebody else enjoy the fruits of your labor. I said, whoa. All the hell that I've been taking you from, all the times where you did all the hard work. You was out there emptying your cup. You was out there pouring invisible water and planting and pouring invisible water on seeds that you had already planted long ago. But yeah, it's time that your harvest. time that your harvest is on its way. So why are you still holding on to it? I know it holds some sentimental value to you because it's one of the first things, that you actually were able to do for yourself and for yourself and on your own. Right? And this was during a very traumatic time period in your life. You've outgrown this season of this car. Well, God, what do I do with them? Do I sell it to CarMax? I mean, do I let Carvana then put them in the vending machine? Do I let them take it? Spirit say no. Give it to so-and-so. You can charge them a little minimum price, whatever, because it ain't worth nothing anyway. You can kill it, blue book it all you want to. They ain't gonna give you no more than $2,000 for it. But what's the price of something that you can give to somebody when they desperately need something? The cost will be priceless at that point. Like it's the thought that counts and everything else. So I said, all right, Spirit, you're right. You're right. All right. So what I did was this. I said, Spirit, next time I see her, I'm going to do as you say. That next time was yesterday. I saw her at work. And I saw her at work. So my manager happened to be her brother-in-law. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I said, hey, let me holler at you real quick. And, I'm very sensitive. I'm getting all emotional. I say, look, do you mind if I talk to you real quick? Because, there's something that has been placed on my heart to do. And he was like, yeah, sure. So, so after I told him, he said, man, that would be amazing, Shay, if you could do that. That like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. Excuse me. So she came in. She walks in, and I didn't even give her a chance to take her coat off. I said, hey, yo, can we go? He's like, hey, look, all right. So we went to the back of the restaurant, right? So we're sitting there talking or whatever, and I say, and listen, I started getting all choked up. I couldn't even hold it, y'all. I couldn't even, Lord have mercy, I couldn't even help myself. I was like, God has done so much for me. I've been in the predicaments that you have been in, and it's not a good feeling. And God has given me, even in the situation that I'm in, becoming a single mother of as many children as that I have, still roof over my head, 2 cars, lights, water, as much stuff as I have, lights, water, food, everything's still intact, as if like God never skipped a beat. Because I remember telling God, I said, God, if I make this decision by walking away from my marriage, don't let me fall too hard. I know this decision that I'm making, you placed on my heart to do so because you have something better for me. And I know there's going to be some struggles. I know there's going to be some folk that say stuff, which I ain't pressed for them anyway, but still, they ain't did nothing for me anyway. But anyway, so I know it's going to be hard, but don't let me fall. I have too many children counting on me. Please don't let me fall. I fell enough this past 4 years. Be my crutch, please. And when I tell you, I have not fallen. It feels like my life is getting better. But I felt like Spirit ain't never skipped a beat. One income, wasn't on government assistance. I don't receive no Section 8, none of that. No. Well, that portion of it. I just got qualified for the food thing, the food stamp stuff, because at one point they told me I made too much because I had 2 jobs at that one. Oh, you make too much, but I got 8 kids in the house. How the world that possible? So I was like, well, man, bump that then, shoot. So, but anyway, so I don't get none of that. Was not getting child support from any one of them jokers. None of them. You hear me? The oldest one too old now. She passed 18. Can't get nothing from him. She got a job. She can take care of her own little self. The next one ain't paid nothing in 5 years. The last one, It is what it is. So I said, make sure my children have everything, right? Just got my nails done and finished eating this daggone cookie. Said, oh, y'all, hold that thought. Y'all ever had the look at this thing. Y'all ever had the cinnamon? Look at that. Ooh, child. Y'all ever had the cookie? It's called the cookie Cinnabite something. You know my chunky tail don't need that, but I don't care. It's the cookies wrapped. It's the cinnamon wrapped with the cookies wrapped over it. Lord have mercy. Yo. It's like a sweet orgasm in my daggone mouth. I ain't lying to you. I promise you. But look, okay, back to okay, all right, Shay, let me focus. Y'all know when I get excited, stop playing. Y'all know me, stop it. So I'm sitting there, right? And I'm like, God, you just take everything, right? Grab the wheel. Take it. Shoot. So through it all, he said, you don't need you about to leave this location anyway. You about to get them last 3 jokers. Listen, I'm about to send you somebody that's going to supersede. Man, listen, girl, you don't know what love is. You really don't. You know my love, but the one I got is going to show you what real love is really supposed to be about. That unconditional, that agape. You ain't seen nothing yet. Stop it. Stay celibate. I got you. I'm like, all right. And then this house, don't you buy not nail another furniture. Don't you buy no other decor. No. Don't you buy nothing else. Why keep decorating a house that you're not gonna know you moving out of in the first place? Don't you spend not now another dime. I said, all right. You ain't gotta tell me twice, shoot. Now, of course, take care of your basic necessities. Absolutely. But everything else after that, girl. That Yuki, she's starting to get on my nerves. Yuki, she's showing off. So he said, well, don't worry about her either. I got something for that thing too. Because God made me see. That's what GMC stand for. God made me see. Shoot, for real. He made me see that I need to go get better. Oh my gosh, girl, y'all listen. Y'all know I crack myself up. I crack myself up for real. So why stress over something that you about to replace eventually anyway? Moving on. I told her, and I said, you know what? Like, God has given me more than enough. Even in the predicament that I'm in, I'm still able to have more than enough. And so because I'm in this situation, I've been led to give to you. I am willing to sell my car to you for $100. She looked at me. She said, what? I said, yeah. I'm blessed to be able to be in a situation where I can give more. Even though it may not seem like that I have all of the, like philanthropy is part of my mission, part of my destiny, part of my purpose. My purpose is to do all the hard and dirty work, go through all the hard and the trials and tribulations to become the alchemist, to yes, profit off some things, but then to turn around and become the philanthropist, to be able to give what I no longer need. And because I guess from the DMV, whenever you do sell like a liability like this, there has to be some type of like collateral, like some type of bill or sale, I guess, to say, okay, you sold it, it no longer is in your possession, and you sold it from you to them or whatever. So I said, $100 is yours. I'm letting you know it needs this, and this. She need new tires. She need an oil change. Little minor things. I got to draw up a contract that says protect yourself at all costs. Draw up a contract that says that y'all are willing to take this car for the price of this as is. That Shayla Boyd told you on this day, once that the money was exchanged, that like, okay, so you have accepted the fact that this car is now your possession and has been sold to you as is. Bet. Boom, 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 done with. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay? So I got to draw that up. She looked at me. She was like, "Oh my God, God is so good because we work so hard, and nobody ever does anything for me and so and so, you know." And I just got so sick and tired of her. Everybody else driving to work, everybody else pulling up, and they coasting, you know, in a nice warm car, and she's not in a good stable housing situation right now. And to see her walk across the street, and there's a Walmart across the street at, you know, from the job, so it's like, you know, she'll push that her little 2-year-old baby in that stroller all bundled up. I felt so, I said, spirit. And it's about to get freezing. We're not even in February yet. You know, my birthday month, we always freeze, and that's when we get the biggest snowstorms and stuff. And we in December in this weather like this. Harper and Cern, them two twins, they better stop playing. We don't got time for them no more. Shoot. Manipulating the daggone weather like this. But anyway, so I man, it was just something deep in my being, my soul. Like, I just felt so like relieved that I can be able to be in a position that I can do something like that. Because at first I had been contemplating, well, you know, do I want to sell it to CarMax before I even got that thought, before Spirit even dropped it in my thought to even give. I was like, man, you know, shit, because, you know, I'm ready for my new vehicle. I want my business vehicle. You know, I want this, you know, I'm looking at this type of car, woo, 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 blah, blah, blah. And then, but I'm glad I held on to it, right? So now she was like, it's so crazy that you even say this to me, because yesterday, the day prior, they went to Walmart. They were buying some stuff, you know, for their children, you know, with all the little things that they could. She happened to ask somebody, "Hey, do you feel like being a blessing today?" And the lady was like, "Well, wow, like what's up?" So she said, "Hey, you know, me and my family are homeless, and we stayed in the hotel across the street. Do you please just, you know, last night was a brick. You hear me? Lord have mercy, my fingers was, I thought my fingers was gonna be frostbitten. Standing out there for 5 seconds, fingers turning like you doing the Thriller dance." Yo, I couldn't believe it. My hands was hurting so bad, boy. So, and she asked the lady, she said, "Can you please give me me and the baby a ride across the street?" That lady was like, "Oh, well," she's like, "You know, I thank you so much. You know, you don't worry about it. You don't even gotta hesitate no more. Don't even worry about it." Because, you know, when you ask somebody something, they're like, "Oh, well," they get to hesitate, and they get to, you know, everybody's so afraid of everybody now. And it's like, you know, she was like, "You know, I thank you so much." And she went on about her business. And that broke my heart for her to even tell me that. But then it was also confirmation, because the day prior, she asked somebody for a ride. And guess what? God turned around and put it on my heart to be able to give her a ride. Literally. Now she finna have her own ride. Y'all stop playing with God. Stop it. So, I say that also to say this. As we're having a conversation, there's I don't know how old he was, but he had maybe like a little 5, 6, 7 year, maybe about 5, between 5 and maybe 7 a year old little boy with him. And, you know, he kept doing one of these numbers, like, you know, whatever, as I was talking to him. So after we had finished our conversation, we all hugging it out, you know, we crying and carrying on, everybody. So we get up, I go back behind the counter, I act like nothing, you know, I'm tears on, act like nothing ever happened. Everybody, what's wrong, Shay, you again? Ain't nobody ever seen me cry. I don't do that. So, all right, you better slow down. Sure, don't hit that car. You should have a backup camera on. Sure. But anyway, so the guy, after they finished eating, just so happened to walk up. He said, "Oh, can I speak to the manager?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a manager." He said, "Yeah, I want to speak to this one." I said, "Okay, that's fine." So he happened to tell the manager, "Hey, look, you know, somebody threw up in the bathroom, whoop, whoop, whoop," and he pulled him to the corner. He pulled the same chick that I just finished talking to, and he pulled her over there to the corner too. Next thing you know, they came back around the corner, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, something, and I want to be able to bless you. Dude turned around and gave her $100 plus something dollars too. So the money basically that she just gave out to me, because he helped her with something and she gave me the rest. But right then and there, boom, the money that she just gave out to me, boom, she got it back, boom, just like that. She was like, man, God is in the blessing business. Like, girl, he good all the time. There's nothing that he can't do. And don't put no box on him as if he can't do for you either. So we going about our married day. I got the little headset on, doing what I do. Hey, thank you for welcome from woo woo. Is that all you want to do? Okay, excellent. I kind of she over ordered something. I kind of helped her out, whatever. And then so next thing you know, like I'm taking in the order, and everybody calling my name. I said, what the world? I said, look, I blanked out for me. I said, God, this is what this is gonna be like. Everybody calling my name. Let me stop playing. So I just happened to look over at the window, and I happened to look over at the drive-through window, and I was like, yeah, what's up? They was like, oh, you have a customer that wants to speak to you. I'm like, all right, yeah, what's up? And I was like, yes, hi. She was like, listen, your customer service is so good. Basically, she was like in shock, basically. And I was like, thank you so much. And so she was like, look, I work in the service industry as well, and actually, I made my quota tonight. Like I made the amount that I wanted to make. So I want to turn around and bless you. Y'all stop playing. Stop it. I said, bless me. So she hands me a stack of money. And I'm like, I said, no. I snatched my hand back. And the husband was like, I'm like, no. I said, no, that's fine. That's good. That's what I'm supposed to do. Shoot. I said, no, I'm good. And she said, take it. Spirit said, Shay, you don't take their... Stop blocking your blessings. Take their goddamn money, girl. What are you doing? I said, oh, thank you. And immediately, I just felt like, man, I felt so overwhelmed. I said, what? I said, thank you. Yo, I immediately started to break down. Because Spirit was like, are you ready? You're ready now. I said, oh my. Spirit was like, Shayla, you're ready now. I just gave you a preview of what your life is finna be like. I just gave you that feeling of what your people are going to walk up to and want to bless you just because of the light that I have shined on your life, because your genuinity, whatever, how you say it, that's how I say it. Because of your pure heart, because of your pure love that you actually have for folk, because of the empathy and the sympathy that you have from them, because I took you through so much hell, because you're going to be able to sympathize and empathize with them because you've been there. I took you through so much so that you can be that catalyst. A lot of these motivational speakers, or whatever the case you want to call it, inspiration speakers, whatever, they want to get up there and talk a whole bunch of hobo and about something they ain't never even walked through, that they ain't never even touched the surface of. They just regurgitating what they done heard their friend or the pastor's daughter or whoever cousin down the line through counseling. They only repeating what the stories they didn't already heard. But you, baby, you have been there already. You have been there, done that, so you can relate to them on a more personable level. You are ready. Buckle your seatbelts, because it's finna be a wild ride. Immediately, I got so overwhelmed. I literally stood there and daggone near almost my knees buckled. And I thought I was straight. I'm like, I'm good. It was like an outpour of joy. It was an outpour of like love, pure love. When you give out with a pure heart, no motives, no attachments, no no ill intent, no, I don't want nothing from you. What can you give to me? I don't want nothing from you. All I want is to see a smile on your face and your child is warm. That's all I care to see. And you gave me that. My job is done. So right then and there, I began to have an awesome day all day. And what's so crazy is before I left my house, I said, man, I'm walking into my new season. I'm walking into the new timeline of my life. I have stepped out of the matrix mentally, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. Everything that I touch turns to gold and profits. I'm attracting everybody that is supposed to be in my life. I'm rebuking everything that is not supposed to be there. I am holding myself accountable of every action and every consequence and every choice, every calculated risk that I take. I'm holding myself accountable. I'm holding myself responsible for that action. I am attracting my soul tribe. I'm attracting people who are meant to be there with me. And I am abundant. I'm abundantly blessed. I am favored. I am healed. I am knowledgeable. And I begin to basically state these affirmations over myself, over my household. My children are healed. My children are blessed. My spiritual gifts have now heightened. My spiritual gifts have heightened, and they are now preparing me for this journey that I'm finna walk. My eyes have been opened. I am joy. I am kind. I am patient. Fruits of the Spirit. I am all of the above that God has for me. My heart is open to receive love and to give out love. When you walk in your power and in your authority and you listen, Spirit said, your faith is so crazy, Shay, that the minute I speak, the minute you hear me say something, you obey me. That's why I'm about to bless you the way that I am. When most people would have been like, oh, well, I don't know, I'm going to save it for a rainy day. Oh, I'm going to do this and I'm this, blah, 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 blah. And came up with all of these excuses as to why, as if they know the future. Yeah, all right. Every time I hear God tell me something, or every time I hear it in my spirit, man, tell me, do something or watch out for this, or don't leave right now and go left instead of going right. That person right there, watch them for a second. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know, Shay. Hold that thought. And next thing you know, I'm there sitting there, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, Spirit say, in my ear. And I'm sitting there like, girl, we should hang out. Girl, I'm always busy. Girl, I like to be by myself for real. I'm an extrovert turned introvert for real. Like I be by y'all see me. I'm by myself all the time. For one, it's too cold to have them children out, but still, I'm like, oh, she just got all up in my. But I don't be hanging out with no folk. But because I listened, because you listened, God says my sheep know my voice. Everything that I've been going through from childhood, all the times that my mom used to catch me talking to myself in my room. Shay, who you talking to? I don't remember ever who she would say, but she said I would always be there, be staring up in folks' face, be just staring at them, because I guess I must have saw something on them. I don't know, but yeah, I've been doing it since childhood. So, but now Spirit is starting to wake me. But now Spirit's like, you've graduated. Congratulations. You've graduated. Your test ain't done yet. You still got your SAT, PSAT. You got the school of the hard knocks. You're gonna be learning forever. But you didn't pass this test. You didn't pass the last test by leaving them jokers alone and cutting folk out. Okay, that's you good at that. But this one right here was for something that you don't work so hard for, and for me to just tell you just to give it up just like that. All right, that tells me that you are not attached to materialistic things. That you don't allow materialistic things, person, place, or thing. They're now and again person, place, or things to define who it is that you are. My identity does not lie in this car, that house, that job, the way I dress. all the tangible things that are around me. That's not my identity. My identity is my character. Who I am behind closed doors and who I am out in public. Trust me, my children tell you I'm the same way. Like I told y'all before, what you see here is what you get. For real. I don't got time. It take too much I got too much energy being drawn and taken, used for other things. I got too much energy to be given to something for me to fake to be somebody else. Man, got time for that. That's too much energy. I need to save all mine. Shoot. I got a big job ahead of me. I got a big mission ahead of me. I got time to be wasting on playing charades and Shay's clues, Blue's Clues, Shay's Clues. I'm not giving y'all no clue to nobody. What you see is what you get. Shoot. We is not playing guess who. It's me. Shoot. I don't got time for that. So, with all of that being said, like y'all, I don't know what's about to happen these next couple of days. And honestly, I've gotten to the point where I just need to stop. That's just like within my makeup to not necessarily try to control everything, but the simple fact of, because I'm wearing multiple hats right now, I have to make sure that a lot of things are in alignment. And if they're not, I feel like I'm in disarray. Like I feel like I'm in unorganized chaos, and I don't like that. But yes, I understand that sometimes life got to get a little messy in order for you to see what is missing and what needs to be arranged and in order for you to then pick up the pieces and then clean it back up. I get that. That's one of my things I got to work on. I do. I ain't lying. I ain't lying to you. I ain't. I mean, I'm not a control freak. I don't control people. Shoot, no, I can't make folk do what they don't want to do. I can't make folk do what's not in them to do. I'm not gonna, unless you my child, you better pick that daggone food up, them papers all up off this floor. But inside wise, I can't make somebody love you. I can't make somebody, I can't make somebody go outside of their will and outside of I can't make you do that. That has to be an internal conviction on their own. If they're not convicted within themselves to do right by somebody else, that's on them. Being internally convicted, that's where their lesson comes in, and that's where they begin to learn who it is that they are. But somebody else, stop trying to play the spirit. You are not the spirit. You as a fleshly person cannot convict somebody. You as a fleshly person cannot place judgment upon somebody. Meaning like judgment, meaning like karma and all that. Like you can't, you're not the one that's in control of that. That's the spiritual side. So you might as well just leave that mess up to the spirit to be able to allow him to handle that. Allow him to do his job. You just go on about your business. All right, spirit, you saw that, right? You did. We on the all right. We on the same page. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and put my little blindfold photo things on, like the horse be wearing, like that. When they be in the parades, they gotta wear the little non-distracting things to block the periphery, just so they can go on about their business and focus. Yeah, that's what you need on. After somebody do you dirty, wrong, they lied to you, they laughed at your face, but when you told them your business ideas, your goals, you told somebody that you was feeling them. If you was a guy, you've been watching a chick for a long time, and next you were blindsided by her beauty or by her body, that you didn't focus more on her character and her inside, that the minute she came off of you and she showed you what Medea say, when somebody shows you, or Maya Angelou, there we go, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. When somebody shows you who it is that they are, believe them first. Trust your intuition. Believe them. They ain't lying. They not lying. That little grumbling feeling every time you come around that person, that's not butterflies. That's the BGs. Get away. Go on about your business. Do you. It's 3:39 already. Dang, where did they go? But yeah, so anyway, like be ready. You don't know who watching you. Like, I started this little YouTube channel thing 10 months ago. I started this as a way for me to kind of vent what I was going through within my marriage, and just having and just trying to be focused within my business and things like that. And of course, kind of took a different route along the way. But you can actually see my growth though. It's so weird. Like, I was watching some earlier videos. I was like, dang, my face changed. My face done changed. Like, it's not even like the physical. It's just like, I don't know. I can't describe it to you. I'm not gonna be able to describe it to you. I don't know. But anyway, when you are in alignment, people say, oh, things just don't fall in your lap. Sure they do. When you are in alignment, sure they do. I am a pure witness of it. I'm finna park close. I'm about to go get that main parking spot over there. I don't see nobody else coming. But when you are in alignment with your will, your destiny, your purpose, your mission, everything, it seems like, especially after you done already really gone through all the hell, and you done already kind of like what they call is like tower moments and stuff, like you done already been through the fire. Like I told you last video, some of y'all been through the fire, but you weren't burnt. It didn't hurt bad enough. Just the sparks was touching you. You were just getting, those sparks was touching you, so you wasn't getting burnt. You was alright. But then now, you had to hit that real fire where you came out crusty. Ashes was all over you. Couldn't see. You was coughing. Smoke-filled lungs. You felt like you was finna die. Hell. And that's what it feels like when you go through these moments. It feels like you are mentally about to die. Yo, you can't even think. Spirit said, rely on me. I don't want you to think. I want you to just to rest and rely on me. Now, some of y'all, this journey don't stop. I'm not going to ever say that you're right. Okay, after you finish all that hell, now you're walking there. I'm not saying that the ugly moments won't stop. That I'm not saying at all, because you're going to be forever tested. This ain't no when people in church be like, oh, I was saved when I was 6 years old. I know the Lord. Girl, stop playing. You thought you was eating juice and crackers. Stop it. You thought you was finna swim in the swimming pool. Stop it. When they dumped you in the water. Stop it. It ain't no one time say. God said die daily. This joke is a daily thing. You're gonna get tested forever. Okay? Stop it. Stop that with that shenanigans. Stop it. So, I'm not saying that you're not gonna ever go through no moments, but you're gonna be like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego though. You're gonna be in that fire, that oil. When that daggone King Nebuchadnezzar put was it Nebuchadnezzar? Nebuchadnezzar put them jokers in the boiling oil because they didn't want to bow down, and he kept trying to force his eating habits onto them, and they was like, no, we eating Daniel's diet right now. No, we ain't worried about that. No, because we need to, this food that we eating is going to allow us to stay connected with source. So therefore, no, we don't want to eat what you got. Because we see how your folk acting. Look how your people acting. No. And they refuse to bow down to that daggone big tail golden statue. They say, no, we ain't doing all that. There's going to be a time, yes, I'm not going to say that you're not going to ever be pressured. You're not going to ever be, tested like they was. People going to try to throw you in a boiling pot of oil, but you're not going to get burnt. Why? Because you're going to be shielded. When they realized who was in there, the man came in, he was like, oh, when the soldiers came back down or whatever, when they came back down and they saw, and he was like, but there's a fourth man in there. I thought there was only three. And when they realized that it was the Spirit of God, when they realized that the Spirit of God was still shielding them even in their trial. Y'all hear me? Man. Even in the trial, they still didn't get burnt because they refused to bow down. They refused to compromise. They refused to sacrifice the other people. And they refused to throw other people up underneath the bus, and they refused to point fingers. They took responsibility, like, no, this is my mission. This is my destiny. I'm choosing this walk. Y'all can do whatever the word you want to do, but we have to be the example. We have to be the catalyst. We got to be the alchemist of what our soul journey is. Because you can't judge us. You can only kill my flesh, baby. My soul. But my soul. They said they can kill your flesh all day long. They can try to kill your mindset, you know, who you are as an individual, all this other type of foolishness. They can try. But like what Aaliyah say first? You won't succeed. Hey. Dust yourself off and try again. Yeah, they gonna try. They're not gonna succeed though, cause you were highly favored and protected, baby. You still not protected to go through moments, yeah. But you're not gonna go through as much as what you should go through, cause you know better. But anyway, that's my little short message for today. I just had to relate it because yesterday was an amazing day. Today is an amazing day because I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm well. Absolutely. Ashe. And nobody can take this moment from me. You know? But I don't know who these people is. But anyway, let me get up off this thing. I'm at my store. Sorry, I'm at my store. Got buy a few little items, girl items, and I just wanted to just kind of clear that message with you. But yes, I'm through. I'm over it. I just had a moment out, but I'm back. All right, as always, I love you. Make every moment count. Make these next couple of days count. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be back up on here, you know, talking again. But I wanted to kind of just share that with y'all. Oh, wait a minute, I'm forgetting. And then on top of that, like, okay, so all right, I'm not done. Real quick. Okay, so later on in the day, my coworker, you know, she walks up to me. She was like, Shayla. I said, yes. I just wanted to tell you something. I said, mm-hmm. She said, you are so special. I said, man, I didn't want to cry again. And she was like, you are, like, you are just so special to so many people. And the purity of when I looked into her eyes and I saw that she was so genuine with it, I said, oh my gosh. And the Spirit reminded me of when, remember I told y'all about the girl that came, the girl that showed up to the restaurant with her son and her husband, and I basically kind of like shared some stuff with her and whatever. I ain't seen, you know, I still ain't seen them folks since that day. I ain't seen her since that day. Oh Lord, since that day. But anyway, my other coworker walked up to me that day and was like, Shayla, he said the same words, you're so special. You are like a light. He used the term light. You are like a light. But it's the fact that they both, they both said, you are so special. And I'm like, I said, no, baby. I said, no, 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 no. I cannot take the credit for that. I said, that's all God is doing. Trust me, it is. And so she was like, yes, absolutely. God is, but he basically she was saying like he worked through you though. And it was like, and then later on, I worked all night. So in the morning I worked with like the more older crowd and then, co-workers. And at night it's mainly, the teenagers, the 17-year-olds, the 18-year-olds, the 19-year-olds. Is like that crowd. And I had to work late last night, right? So I'm sitting there talking to them, and I'm telling them, and it was like, oh yeah, we heard about it. She's so slight. She was still talking. I didn't want to tell nobody. I didn't want to say nothing, but she telling everybody, because she's excited. I'm like, because I don't want nobody to call, oh my God, that was so good. Don't tell nobody. I don't want everybody knowing what I did. Hell. Oh. And so we kind of basically expressed what happened. And so she was like, oh my gosh, yeah. She was like, it's so funny because I can kind of see you like, like we're all on different levels. And she was like, I can see that, you see everybody on the same level. So she was like, but it's so weird. She's like, but I kind of see you like all the way up here. And so she was like, yeah, it's just something about you. She was like, because whenever I see you like you're the way she was trying to describe it was they see me as like somebody of status, somebody that's like high ranking. And it's so cute because the innocence in their voice, the undeveloped like thought process that they have to describe something that they really can't really understand in a certain sense. And they was like, she's like, it's just your over like you just. And they were like, she was like, I don't know, you just like you just glow or something. They don't understand really aura type stuff. So and at that moment I'm like, oh my God, Spirit, you're doing it. Today was the day that you're doing it. You are doing it. And I told Pastor Spirit, I will be forever indebted to you for me to like who am I to not complete what you have me to do? If I can go through all of that back there, why can't I do all of that here? I am forever. And the fact that of where I'm headed next, let's ride, baby. Let's go. It's so cold out here, y'all. My fingers is really looking like Thriller. I do not want to go outside right now. I got daggone frosting in my nail from my Cinnabon. But anyway, like my hands are so cold. Where are my gloves at? Like I do not feel like going outside. Look at the sun. Hey, sun. Oh, Mr. Sun. Sun, oh, Mr. Golden Sun. Please shine down on me. Well, there's a rainbow or something around it too. Y'all ever look at the sun and realize like there is like a rainbow or something around it when it don't even be raining out here? You ever see that? It is like a big I don't know if everybody can see it, but it's like a little rainbow. Yeah, it's like a rainbow that goes around the sun. It's like, I don't know if y'all can be able to see that. Let me see if I can show it to you. Okay, so you see that? No, maybe you can't. Maybe you can't see it. Maybe you can't see it. Maybe I can, but yeah, it's like a rainbow that goes like this over the sun. I don't know if you can see it. You saw it there up there or not. But anyway, like it's like reflecting off of something else. These people be so oblivious to what be going on around them. Like y'all don't be noticing stuff. I be noticing everything. I be noticing like little flying, little saucer looking things up in the sky. Like last night I saw one outside my window. Well, not outside my window, but he was up in the sky. But I knew it was no daggone airplane. I knew that. I'll be talking too much. Okay, let me stop. All right, so let me go ahead and go up into Target. And I gotta go buy my stuff, buy my little stuff, and get my tail back home and see what these children doing. Like, look at that. The school done dropped. And that's another thing. Like I'm telling you, like when you are in the will of God, yo, and oh Lord, I'm burping. Excuse me. And people be talking about, God just not gonna bless you for no reason. Yeah, you gotta do the hard work first. The school, not the school, but some people had got called, and in the process of them getting called, you know what I'm talking about. In the process of them getting called, right? I was blessed with the children getting 6 brand new beds in their rooms. Then on top of that, the school was like, oh yeah, we like to help families out and da 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 da. And one of the teachers I'm pretty cool with, because one day after I came from the hospital, she brought me flowers and stuff. Oh my God. And she came by, and she was like, look, I want to do something for y'all. We love the Norris kids and woo woo woo. And for Christmas, we want to do something for them. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Listen, I was not expecting. She was like, look, write down all the kids and tell me what they all like. And I'm like, there's 7 of them. She was like, no, it's fine, it's fine. I'm like, all right. Girlfriend came out with trash bags. You hear me? Trash bag. I've been hiding it in this car. And I even got a trunk full. Shorty, you hear me? Y'all don't hear me. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you do good for others, man, it just, like, blessings just continue to fall in your lap. This ain't even it. Y'all ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. But it's true. Things will begin to fall in your lap, and you don't even ask for them. People just come to you. Oh, I was just thinking about y'all, and you were the first person that I thought of. Oh, for real? All right. And Spirit said, you better not take everything that comes to you. Stop trying to act like that you don't need nobody help. Stop trying to act like you strong, because you're not. Stop it. You're not strong. Take everything that I'm sending you. Don't you block your blessings by doing that, girl. You better take that. And I'm like, oh, all right. And I'm like, oh, thank y'all so much. I used to think, I'm not no charity case. I don't need no help. I can do this by myself. And yeah, Shay, all right, shut up. I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me. These my kids. I made these kids by myself. And whoop, 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 bah, bah, bah. Shayla, shut up. After a while, I got tired of my own shit. I'm like, girl, you gonna shut your daggone mouth for real? Like, shut up. Must you always see that's another part of your spiritual journey. If you don't get tired of yourself, sometimes if you just be looking at yourself and maybe want to knock your own daggone self out. I'm like, girl, I'm gonna daggone punch you man. I'm gonna punch you I'm gonna punch you straight in your daggone teeth. Be sitting there looking like that daggone monster off of Beetlejuice with the daggone teeth. Be sitting on her. Stop it. I'm gonna punch you in your daggone face. Have your eyes be sitting on your mouth. Maybe if you learn how to shut your daggone mouth, sometimes you can get somewhere. Man, I was getting so sick of myself, boy. I was had to, man, shut the front door right now. Shut the front door on your mouth because it needs to be locked. Oh, ain't I cute? All right, y'all. So again, I love you. This is for real this time because my hand's getting cold. I told you I'm turning out to be Thriller. I'm Thriller out here. And put my gloves on. And so I'm gonna put my gloves on, and I'm gonna go up into the store, get what I need to get, and carry my tail right on back in the house. Cause my nose running. I don't got time for that. No, we don't got time for that. So I love y'all, and y'all have an awesome week. Y'all have an awesome holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, you have a happy holiday to you. If if you celebrate Hanukkah, or if that's what that's what come after. Yeah, that's what come after that. Happy holidays in general to you. And if it's just a regular old plain day for you, amen. All right, I will holler at you, and I love you, and be safe out there because folk crazy. And all right, bye-bye.